Okay guys, these are drills for lower levels, 2.5 and 3.0. The first drill that we're gonna be talking about today, it's gonna be for hitting a slice push dink, okay? So since this is lower levels and since we're working on technique here and we wanna focus on the fundamentals, we're gonna be in a very stationary position. In the first progression of this drill, you're gonna be dropping to yourself. It's gonna look just like this. I have cones over here. I'm not gonna use the cones yet. But first drill is going to be, we're just working on the technique, we're working on the swing path, and we're just getting comfortable in this 3 to 9 window. Okay, so slice dink, paddles upright, that's nice and cocked. I want my wrist kind of in like a fist position here, so I'm nice and strong. With me being in a fist position, and add some more engagement in my shoulder. So as I'm hitting these slice dinks, okay, I am aiming just towards like the middle of the box there. I have one cone at the center hash. I have the other cone on the sideline. I'm not aiming for a direction now, just more so working on the technique. Okay. As I hit the push dink as well, I'm letting the ball sit up at the apex, and then I'm making contact. Letting the ball sit up at the apex, and then I'm making contact. See how I'm not chopping wood? There is no Nike swoosh. It's on this nice level plane, and I'm taking into consideration that the paddle's doing all the work. Less is a lot more here, and know that you can only get a little bit of spin. And know that like a little bit of spin goes a long ways. Why? These paddles just simply don't have a lot of grit on them, okay? So letting the ball sit up on the apex, okay? Dropping and hitting, slice push dinks. I'm gonna do about, let's say 5 to 10 of these. Just get comfortable. Also to get comfortable with the technique, get comfortable with the weight transfer from the outside leg to the inside leg. And then also too, with me hitting a slice push dink, let's get comfortable with finding the correct distance or finding the correct location in which you should dink in. Anytime that we're hitting a push dink, that usually adds up to forcing your opponent to feel indecisive. With them feeling indecisive, you want to aim a little. I'm gonna walk on this side here real quick, but I have my cones positioned kind of where that pressurized alleyway is. So as I'm hitting this push dink, let's say this comes out like a foot here. I want to be aiming towards this little alleyway, and when my opponent's leaning in here, this is like the prime area where it's going to force them to feel indecisive. So I'm aiming a little deeper, going 3 to 9, keeping this nice and level. Okay, so now that I've got my 5 or 10 on the right, now I'm gonna move to the left side of the court, get some backhand slice push dinks in. Same idea here, tossing the ball up high, letting it sit on, let it sit on the apex. Okay, and then I am, you didn't get that, I am moving through it. Same idea here, wrist is up and cocked, paddle face is nice and level, I'm getting natural spin, I'm not over creating. I'm not coming up with the wrist, everything is nice and still. Also too, I'm keeping the overall swing path inside my hips. I could have a ball in my armpit. And hit this push dink in this fashion. Okay, again. So I don't have to overdo it. I can still keep the ball inside my armpit. I don't have to come outside of that window. Leading with the knuckles, same thing. Leading with the knuckles, keeping the hand positioning, facing at my target. Okay, 9 to 3, aiming a little deeper, trying to find that pressurized zone. Again. Perfect. All right, guys, third progression here. So drill's gonna be both Jim and I are gonna be dinking back and forth. We're gonna be looking for ways to be offensive and to hit more push dinks when necessary. Also too, something that we're adding onto this drill is that we have cones located to make a little alleyway in the outside sideline of the court. So we're going to call this the outside quadrant. We're also going to call this the outside quadrant. So anytime that we're dinking back and forth and we get pulled out in the outside quadrant, and we feel like we're on the defensive, or like we feel like we're scrambling and we're looking to play a high percentage ball, that high percentage ball should be located back in the middle. So plain and simple, we're gonna be dinking back and forth, looking to be offensive with our dinking when necessary, but also too, if we get pulled out of position, we are looking to reset that dink back in the middle if it was in the outside quadrant. Another little spin-off in this drill is that if Jim goes too wide and I have some and I have the ATP available, I can look to work on my ATP if I get pulled out of position, okay? Jim, you ready?
Ready.
Okay, dinking back and forth, nice and easy. So we're both looking to hit our slice push dinks here. Oh God, get my ass moving here. Okay, slice push dinks. Ready here we go. Okay, moving the ball around. You're fine, Norris. Good, giving myself enough time. There we go. That's okay, no worries. I pulled Jim out in the outside quadrant. Again. He pulls me out of position. I reset back in the middle. Again, push. Again, give myself enough time, push.
Nice.
Okay, here we go. Pushing, alternating feet. Slice. Okay, outside quadrant, reset back in the middle. Slice. Reset back in the middle. Good, push. So you see how I'm only pushing when the ball is up in my yellow zone, and I'm only looking to push when I have time. Anytime that Jim was able to move me around, get me off balance, I was always looking to lift back. Ready here? Okay, same drill here, other side. Okay, slice push dinks. Sorry. Okay, reset back in the middle, he pulled me out of position. Again, reset back in the middle, he pulled me out of position. Reset back in the middle, he pulled me out of position. Reset back in the middle, give myself more time. There we go. Oh, he's switching hands on me, huh? And hey, so anytime, I guess this is when I know that I'm looking to push. When I see my opponent give themselves less time and lean in and then have to take this ball as a half volley, usually that results in them lifting it up, giving themselves plenty of margin for error. So I'm always looking, not always, but when I see that image and I see them taking a ball as a half volley, 9 times out of 10, if they're taking a ball in their red zone, it's probably going to end up being a lift. So with that being said, that puts me in a position where I can let the ball sit up a little higher off of that lift and I can look to push back. Let's go a couple more here. Okay, inside the hips. See that there again? Good. Give myself time. Hey, get off my cone over there.
That cone is right.
Sorry. My fault. Oh, it's good ball. Don't watch that. Up. Nice. Good. Good. Awesome. Okay, guys, game here for 2.5 and 3.0. What's going to happen here is that both Jim and I are going to do a drop and hit, and we have cones in front of us. We are doing a drop and hit slice push dink, and the first person to hit 4 cones is the winning, I guess is the winner in this exercise. We're gonna do this on both the forehand side and the backhand side. So kind of have some fun here. Let's go first person to hit 4. Okay, you can only have 2 balls. Jim already tried to shove like 10 balls in his pocket. I told him he can only have 2. So you can only have 2 balls. Hit your 2 balls off a drop and hit, grab 2 more. First person that gets 4 is the winner here. Okay, ready here? Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Slice push dink. There's 1, baby. There's 2, here we go. Keep it going. Hey, get that hand out of here. I've got 2. I've got 3. You got any?
We're not talking.
Jeez, I got 3. Yes. I got 4, okay. Okay, let's go other side now, other side here. Okay, same game here. We're just gonna switch sides. Still working on the proper technique. Still working on keeping inside the hips, right? Leading with the palm of the hand on the forehand, leading with the knuckles on the backhand side. Really be disciplined with keeping the hand positioning still, and then being very cocked. Okay, ready here? So first to 4, rock and roll and go. Okay. Okay, come on. Come on. There's 1, baby. There's 2. Oh, Jim's got 1. Like it, Jim's got 1. And I feel like I'm really leading with the palm, or sorry, leading with the paddle face. Okay, I got 3. How many you got?
1.
He's got 1. Oh, there's 4. Okay, very good. I think this is a great game for lower levels. You're in a very stationary position, so not only you know, are you working on your technique, but you're also working on the direction, and you're working on getting that push dink in that pressurized zone.